Well, good evening and welcome to the programme. Tonight, my guest, while perhaps not meriting the status of celebrity, is nevertheless speaking for an increasingly vocal minority of religious groups. He's a chartered accountant from Hanwell. His name is Jeff Meadwell, and he is, well, Jeff, why don't you tell us?
Well, Jeremy, I'm a high priest of pagan worshippers.
Terrific. And how does a chartered accountant from Hanwell find himself in such an elevated position?
Well, Jeremy, like many people, I started out as C of E.
Church of England.
Of England, yeah. But I soon became disillusioned by the outlandish and extreme claims that we were supposed to recite parrot fashion every week in church on a Sunday.
That would be the Nicene Creed.
That's right, yes. He rose from the dead on the third day and he ascended into heaven. I mean, the penny dropped for me when I realised that this dying and rising theme was a mythic fantasy which could be accepted or rejected as one wished.
And you opted to reject it and chose...
I chose paganism as being much older and therefore much more authentic. And I also prefer the costumes.
Coming back to your loss of faith...
Well, I wouldn't call it a loss of faith. I would call it a transfer from something erroneous to something...
All right, well, coming back to this erroneous religion, I mean, the resurrection of Christ, this is absolutely fundamental to the Christian religion, isn't it?
Well, that's right, but as I intimated earlier, I saw this suffering, dying and rising theme revealed in all kinds of world religions, much older religions. I mean, the Greek myths, the Nordic sagas, shamanism, ancient legends.
And what about the New Testament?
Stories.
Stories?
Made-up stories, myths.
Well, according to the British Library, the survival of over 5,000 papyrus fragments of New Testament writings dating from the 1st and 2nd centuries endorse the manuscript tradition of the Gospels far beyond that of any other ancient text.
All right, they're old, but they're not true.
Mr. Meadwell, are you seriously suggesting that the emergence and spread of the Christian church to the point where it now represents something like 1/3 of the population of the planet is entirely based on a lie?
The point is, Jeremy, the church is far too autocratic, telling you what to do and what to believe. They have this deep conviction that they are right and everyone else is wrong.
Do you think that no one has a right to claim absolute truth?
Certainly not. It's a wrong way of thinking.
And you're right about that?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, I see, yeah.
Whereas paganism is an inclusive religion. We are for everyone. No one's going to tell you what to do or what to believe.
What if you're wrong?
I beg your pardon?
Well, what if the essential nature of religion is not so much man reaching out to God, but rather, as Michelangelo depicted it, the other way around?
Well, we're responding to the divine when we go into the woods and invoke the pagan deities.
But what if these pagan deities and their associated rituals are a waste of time?
What, you mean like the church?
Well, some people think we should be grateful to the church for everything it's given us down the ages.
Well, I'm grateful for everything that paganism has given me.
You?
Yes, me.
And anyone else?
Well, all our followers.
Any help for the homeless, the poor, the sick, the destitute?
We'll be offering sacrifices for them tonight.
Sacrifices?
Yes.
What sort of sacrifices?
A chicken.
A chicken?
A chicken, yeah, free-range, organically reared chicken.
Free range?
Yes.
But not, to quote the, no doubt, erroneous words from the Church of England prayer book, a full, perfect and sufficient sacrifice, oblation and satisfaction for the sins of the whole world.
No, not that, no.
Well, High Priest Jeff, thanks very much for talking to us.
My very great pleasure.